Attempting to maximize our coverage at each location has professional angler Keith Kavajecz, Wisconsin guide and ice expert Jim Hudson, local guide Lee Nolan, and myself, Dustin Hoye, spreading further and further apart for our individual setups, but continuing to share cadence information.
Just let it flutter down to that.
Allowing us to make the most out of every opportunity.
Here he comes, here he comes. There he is. Oh! Got a good one, guys.
No matter the volume of the bite.
Oh, man, I got him. You got him? I got him pinned inside. Look at that.
Nice fish.
And thanks to Keith, Lee, and Jim's earlier instructions, keeping my eyes glued to the graph. And knowing how to combine that with the cat and mouse game these big Winnipeg walleyes sometimes like to play.
I'm keeping the line in the center like you said.
You got one, Dusty?
I do, man.
How's he feel?
It feels awesome.
Finally paid off in a big way.
Yes! It's just the slow rise. The slow rise, just right off the bottom, and then he came up and it was big, thick, and I just let it back down because at first he was like, no, and then slow rise again, and it just felt it, you know?
It's that cat and mouse game that always gets him.
It's different. I mean, it's intense. I've never been ice fishing before, and there's a learning curve because it is so different, but it's so fun. Yep. It's ridiculous. It's a hog calling, man. That's what you said you were doing over at your hole. So.
Yep, it's this Sabile vibrato is what's calling them in.
What is it that you mean by that? Is it the flash of the lure or what?
Well, the flash is what triggers them to bite, the flash of the lure, but what calls them in is actually the vibration of the lure. When you rip it up and down, it vibrates so heavy that it calls these flats fish way into us and gets them in here, so then the flash seals the deal and gets them through the hole.
Tell your friends, tell your friends.
One of your most important pieces of equipment out here is going to be your fish finder. And the main reason for that is when you're out ice fishing, a lot of times fish will actually come and investigate your lure, and you have to fool them into biting. Now, one of the big debates that goes on is what's better, a sonar like a flasher or a sonar like this LCD unit here. The one thing that I really like about an LCD type unit though is that it's much easier to interpret what's going on. You don't have to learn to read it, it shows you what's happening down there. Now, one criticism I have heard is that people don't think that an LCD unit instantaneously responds to what's happening below the water. But if you watch the screen as I jig my rod, you can see that thing precisely is following my lure down there. When I rip it up, the mark comes up. When I hold it, the mark stays there. When I drop it, that mark drops down. So that thing is precisely showing my lure. I guarantee if it shows a little lure, it's going to show a walleye coming in there. I've been running this unit here for about 7 hours today so far, and you can see on the battery indicator here, it's not even down to a quarter yet. So this little unit is nice and portable. It shows what's down there. It lasts all day, and it's easier to read. So it's going to help you catch a lot more fish.
I don't see him yet.
Here he comes. He's in the hole now. He's in the hole.
I thought you said it was that big.
Get him, get him, get him. Broke the line.
I broke it, but I got it. Okay, that wasn't the prettiest, but you can't blame me. I'm a little new to this, but I got him for you.
Well, you're a true ice fisherman now because you went down the hole.
And my glove is soaked.
Catch the fish below and above the water.
Yeah, hopefully next time you don't have to go down to your elbow.
Well, you must have some kind of superhuman strength because you're like, it's a decent one, and it comes up and it looks huge in that hole.
Well, that's the one thing about these Manitoba walleyes is they're just girthy, and that's what's awesome about this lake. You know, you catch these 20-inch to 25 inchers, and when they come through, they look like 7-pounders.
Hopefully, we get a couple more.
We'll get them back down the hole.
Mouths open. Well, yeah, I mean, we got like 4 feet of ice here to put him back through, right?
Yeah. Look at the girth,
buddy. Boom! Nice. Nice. Oh, I got ice, slime, water all over. Oh, sorry.
The real deal. Real fishing information from real fishing experts. Presented by AMSOIL.
When I look at the pumps, I see the prices, I usually pick the lowest grade gas to put in it. And even if you don't, today's gas has ethanol in it, usually up to 10%. And ethanol is a problem for engines. It binds with water, it ends up causing gumming and carbon buildup in the engines, causes rough running, all sorts of problems. We have a solution to that, and that's AMSOIL Quick Shot. In the past, we've just had small bottles. So when you're trying to fill up a boat with a 30 or 40 gallon tank, you'd have to use multiple bottles. Now we've got the new quart size. I carry it in my truck all the time, and believe me, I don't have time to be putting additive in anything unless it works. This stuff is like the magic juice to keep your engine running smooth. AMSOIL Quick Shot in the new quart size.